Hmm. All right, a lot of action going on. We're live. Woo! Here in Boca at Podcast Junkie Studio. We're going to talk a lot of stuff today, guys. Be ready. All right, we are live once again. I love being live. I got my two co-hosts with me right beside me. I'm Scott Matthews, the host of the show, Get the Edge. And we're going to discuss a lot of stuff today because I know my partners in crime are ready for a busy week of action. How can you not be with the playoffs around right here, right now, and excitement going on with those? And we got Major League Baseball. Let me introduce you to my man, the one and only TK from TK Wins. What's up?
Yeah, same old, man. NHL playoffs. We got Teddy
He's
over.
Jumping right in. All right.
He's got he's supporting the Panthers. Bobrovsky last night. Caught a nice over last night with that game early. So ready for a little playoff action.
What's going on, man? How's business? Good?
Yeah,
busy?
Man, everything's good. Busy. Been busy. Getting ready for a nice time out tonight at the Hard Rock tonight. I'll be down at the Hard Rock tonight and tomorrow. So got a busy next couple days.
All right. If you guys want to check him out, he'll be down there. You just look at him running to the windows. That's all I can tell you. All right. Let me introduce my other co-host, the man that keeps me moving and grooving each and every week. I say it because it's true. The one and only, the man behind the Sports Profits. Here he is, Teddy Brooks. What's up, Teddy?
Oh, I'm fired up today. Hold on a second. We got
Oh, boy.
1-0 Florida Panthers. We'll be talking more about that later, but I'm excited today.
Yeah, a lot of people are writing them off, and
That's what I'm talking about today. That's what I'm coming here fired up about. I got things to say, but I'll save it. I know you don't like jumping around, Scotty.
No, it was a great game for them last night. They got back one of their key players, Kachuk, and he popped in 2 goals. They played really well last night. Took advantage of Tampa Bay right out of the box and ran away with that game. I think they were up, 4-1 right away, and smooth sailing. A lot of people definitely thought that Tampa Bay was going to win that game last night.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if we're going to talk about it, let's talk about
why
it.
not? We'll talk.
How do you write off, and you're absolutely correct, they have been written off, right? So you have...
Not totally.
Well, a lot of people are writing them off totally, but you have the team that was the representative of the East the last 2 years in the NHL.
Right.
Most of their team is still intact. They're missing a couple pieces, but all their key pieces are still there. They still have their Hall of Fame goalie. They still have their Hall of Fame coach.
Mm-hmm.
What drives people to think that this year would be any different than last year?
If I could jump in, and I'll throw it to T. I just think it was the injuries. They had a lot of injuries, and they had to work through it. And they had Eric Ekblad. He's a tremendous part of their team. He's been suspended for quite a while. You lose Kachuk for quite a while. A lot of other players were banged up. But still, they're the Florida Panthers. They still got a great nucleus around them, and they got a great goaltender. And like you said, they got a great coach. So at the end of the day, don't write the Panthers off so quick, guys. What's your thoughts on the Panthers?
Well, I'm not.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm not a big
that was a
Panther
bad
fan.
question, right?
Not a big Panther fan. They just went to minus 250 favorite now.
What do you mean? You had them last night.
I had the over. I'm a big over fan when the Panthers are playing in the playoffs.
You are.
So
You always bet the over.
I'll never bet an under. Not in any sport. You'll never see me bet an under in any sports. Only bet you can lose in the first couple minutes. And you saw what happened last night. Rolled right over the total.
Well, you know what they say when you bet overs? You always have a chance.
You always got a chance.
Yeah, that's true. I'll tell you what. I told you guys, I think I mentioned it before all this stuff started. I thought the NHL playoffs was going to be much more exciting than the NBA playoffs. And so far, I'm looking pretty good because if you watch some of these games, huge comebacks, overtime games, physical games. I mean,
what you're saying that a 50-point victory by OKC isn't fun and exciting to watch?
No, not at all. How about
Take them
last
out by
night?
19 again last night.
That series is a joke. I mean,
Excitement in hockey, especially. You watch that game Vegas Knights Saturday. Puck slid across the goal. 0.2 seconds to go over the total.
1 second.
By 1 second.
Yeah, 0-0-1. That was the difference between winning the total goals and losing it. Can you imagine? 1/10 of 1 second left, the puck goes in. And if you had the over 5.5, you were loving life. If you had the under 5.5, you were hating life.
Yeah, the empty net really hurts. It hurts if you have that plus 1.5 money line puck line bet.
Yeah.
Like last night, I forget which game it was, but they were up 3-2, and the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes were up like 3-2 or 2-1.
I don't think so. They won 3-1.
Yeah, they were up 2-1. They were up 2-1, and they scored an empty netter with like 20 seconds left.
But that's
why I don't like betting plus 1.5.
As far as that goes, I totally agree with you. But what's your thoughts? What I'm saying as far as the NHL playoffs, I feel bring a lot more excitement to the table than the NBA playoffs.
Oh, a ton more excitement. Like we said, there's more parity. There's more teams that can win. There are a few good series going on right now, but the difference with the NBA is these first round series, like, they don't really mean much besides maybe some of the 4 or 5. Tonight's matchup is going to be good, and I'm going to talk about that game.
All right.
The Houston one. But yeah, absolutely NHL way more exciting.
We got 3 games on tap. I want to stick it to the same subject until we move it on. We got 3 games on tap tonight in the NHL playoffs. You got Montreal, who really played an excellent game the other night against Washington. Mr. Ovechkin gets the game winner. First time ever he scores in an overtime to a winning goal in his career. That's pretty crazy. It took that long, but Washington wins that first game against Montreal. They're coming back tonight, minus 185 favorite. You guys seen it? Dallas and Colorado, excellent series, tied 1-1. Dallas clawed back in that series the other night, won in an OT. And you got the Edmonton Oilers and LA Kings. Man, I had to sweat my ass off on that one. I had LA Kings in the first game. They were up 4-0. I'm counting my money already, figuring that's with that goalie and that crowd and that building up 4-0. And I couldn't believe it that Edmonton came all the way back to tie that game with about a minute or so left, 5-5 with the extra skater on. There's a perfect example. They put the extra skater on. They tie it up 5-5, but then 20 seconds later, the Kings score a goal and they win it 6-5. So interesting series there. That's going to be a real good series, I think, as well as the Florida Tampa Bay. You guys looking at anything tonight or no in the NHL?
I'm staying away from the NHL, but I would watch the Edmonton LA game. I'll watch that game late tonight. That's probably the best game on the board. You got the Capitals minus 180. You got Colorado minus 180. A couple of big favorites here tonight. Mm-hmm. You know, Edmonton, LA Kings right now. It's minus 120. The Kings. That should be a great matchup here tonight. I'm not going to touch it, but I'll watch it.
Okay. You think anything you're looking at, Ted?
I think the same thing as TK. You got 2 really juicy games. Probably going to stay away from those. I had the Kings also on Monday. That was actually my free play on Instagram. So I had that play, but I'm going to probably stay away from this game. I have I have an NBA pick tonight, so I'm going to save it for. Wait till we go there.
You guys like to jump around on the.
No, I'm not jumping. But no, for the NHL, I'm not in love.
You guys are jacked up, but
I'm not in love with anything just because I don't see the value. Like I do like the Avalanche in this game, but I just don't see the value of betting them at minus 180 or minus 190. If they were minus 150 or 60, I would think about it, but I'm not seeing the value there.
Okay. All right. So that's it. I think Colorado's absolutely the stronger of those 2 teams. I think Dallas got a nice home win. Claude stay in that game and win an OT. But I think they got their hands full in this series. So I think Colorado gets past it and moves on. But tonight, 185. I mean, yeah, they should win that game. But I'm not going to lay 185. But I definitely would lean towards Colorado. On the money line if I was betting tonight on that game. I wouldn't touch really the Montreal-Washington game. Washington's tough, obviously. We'll see where they go in the playoffs, but they're gonna have their hands full as they move on as well. So yeah, that's really it tonight as far as the NHL guys. Guys, if you guys have any comments out there, I'm just curious who you think at this point. Who do you think's going to win the Stanley Cup? Which one team you think's going to get the job done and get all the way to the end? You guys have a pick on that?
All the way to the end? If I had to go in hockey, I'm going Winnipeg. I think the Panthers get knocked out. Tampa Bay comes back tomorrow night and takes them out, and they come down here to South Florida.
Well, if you believe that, you get some good odds on taking Tampa. What are they, plus 150, 160?
Florida was minus 250
he's
for
not
the
saying
series.
Who's going to win this. You didn't say who's going to win
No,
the
he
series.
likes Tampa to win the series.
Come back and win the series plus 200.
Yeah, he's saying it.
I'm loving the other side. I think the Panthers.
Yeah, I think the Panthers go all the way. So to answer your question, Scotty, I said it last week. You asked me, and I said Panthers, and I'm not changing that now. Listen, they're the defending champs. Not much has changed. They got Kachuk. He looks better than ever. He looks better than he looks better than last year. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I just think they're
and
what
they call him in the locker room, TK.
Do they really?
I heard I was watching SportsCenter this morning, and I hear him. What's his name? One of the players for Panthers said TK had a great game. I was like,
yeah, there you go.
But if you've been following,
who's TK?
I know Teddy. He's on the live odds as well. If you've been watching the live
Where's
odds,
TK coming with Kachuk?
Yeah, I have no idea.
It's
like,
Matthew. It's MK.
No, his name is
It's TK. So they call him
TKACHUK.
TK.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
So if you've been watching the
Gotcha.
line moves in the hockey, when you some of these games, like yesterday, we were talking. I was on the stream with Scott. The line moved 30 cents right before the game, cashed in Carolina.
Yeah.
The games have been moving 20 cents at a pop at the Circuit. A couple of these other books, they're like a perfect 5-0 if you've been watching these line moves. So
late line
action,
movement.
late action
If you
before the
can
games.
dial in on, especially at the Circa, which we know is a sharp book, which we know is a very sharp sports book. You're saying that late line movement is signaling winners.
It's been
So, guys, there's some free
5-0.
advice for you right there from TK.
Doesn't always work, but it's been working in the NHL playoffs.
It's not going to always work. There was a lot of line movements yesterday.
Not like that, though. 25, 30 cent line move. That's
in
a
baseball,
big move.
I saw a bunch of them.
Baseball, but I'm talking NHL playoffs.
Yeah. All right. Well, we touched base there. Listen, NBA playoffs got a little exciting last night. I felt the Lakers would bounce back in that game against Minnesota. I thought they'd win by 9-13, so I hit it pretty much right on the head. I didn't think the Lakers were going down 0-2. They would have no chance of winning 4 out of 5 if they were down 0-2 in that series and coming back. So they picked up the pieces last night, tied that series up 1 game apiece. You got some interesting matchups tonight. I mean, OKC looks like a runaway freight train.
They're the winners.
That'll be probably a 4-0 sweep. I think the East is all about Cleveland and Boston. It's like a 2-horse race, and I think the West is going to be a 2-horse race, but OKC is going to be one of those 2 horses in there. So it looks. That's why I think the NHL. I got to be honest with you. I think the NHL has about 10 teams that got a shot. I think the NBA, you got 4 teams at best.
At best.
Yeah.
At best.
That's what makes it so more exciting.
OKC. I don't see anybody.
I don't know about that.
They're too strong.
No, I think if they match up against Boston or Cleveland, they can run with them. They can run with them. The East. 2 teams in the East, which I think is going to be Boston or Cleveland, no doubt about it. I don't see the Knicks going too far. Do you? You guys see the Knicks going anywhere?
No, I agree with you. And I think it's going to be OKC Boston in the.
I think that'd be a great final. That would be a
final.
popular. The TV ratings on that final would be probably as good as it gets.
That's the final everyone wants. No one wants OKC Cleveland. I can tell you that right now.
OKC Golden State would be a good matchup.
OKC Golden State would be good.
We got 3 games on tap tonight. Let's look at them. We got again Boston and Orlando. Boston winning pretty handily. They were up double digits most of that game. It did. Orlando hung around. I get it, but the line shifted a little bit. It was 12.5. It opened the first game. Now it's down to 10.5. I'm showing. You showing an updated number on that game?
Boston opened up. You're talking the Magic game. Boston opened up at 13.
No,
it's down to 10.
Right. Yeah, there's been a big drop on that game. A lot of money going into Orlando. I don't think it's the public because usually the public jumps on those favorites, especially teams like Boston. It's hard to bet against them 2.5 points. So that could be some sharp money going into Orlando as a bounce back. I don't know if they'll beat them, but maybe they can hang around. Total on that game real low. You ever see it like in the NBA, 196?
Yeah, it opened at 200, went to 196.
I haven't seen.
Move.
I haven't seen the total.
That's what you call playoff total right there. These teams definitely tighten up on defense. I think.
Yeah.
When the playoffs come around, they play way harder on defense.
Any of you guys like anything on that game?
I'm the only one.
Come on, man! You got to give something out.
I will give something.
You got a live audience.
I'm waiting for Golden State Houston when you come down that.
That's what I got too.
Okay.
I
don't like playing
too.
double-digit favorites, either whether being a dog or a favorite NBA.
He's going to love when I ask him this one. What about your Miami Heat tonight?
Oh, you know
Cleveland?
I'm going that Cleveland's. I'm not touching the game, but I hope Cleveland runs them out of the stadium. I'll be at the game on Monday night.
What's this thing with you and hating all these teams in your backyard?
There's a long story to it, but it'd take a while to get into it.
Pat Riley threw you out of the stadium?
Just not a big Miami fan. Panthers, Heat,
What
Marlins. Marlins actually.
Roberto Longo made you leave the Panthers arena one night? What's going on? It seems like he's got a problem with these teams.
You remember when...
You got to tell us this story. It's like a cliffhanger.
You remember Lil Wayne, the rapper? He was a big Heat fan, and he was coming to when LeBron and
Flo Rida and all those guys were going.
They were all going.
Right.
And
you don't see them no more.
Well, here's what happened. They wanted to bring their entourage, and they started to give them shit for, I don't know exactly what it was about,
right.
And they stopped going. They said, you know what, we're here to support you guys. You don't want to support us back, screw you.
You guys have been playing any player props at all in any of his games, NBA or?
I haven't touched one yet.
No.
No, I've been playing some baseball ones.
Okay.
I did that already too in
All right,
baseball.
so
I've been doing some over/under strikeouts. I like that.
Nothing in the NBA.
No.
though? Okay, cool. All right, well, nothing on my. What about you? You like that game? I think Cleveland wins.
I like the Houston Golden State game. That's what I'm on tonight.
All right, good. We're going to talk right now about it. We'll start with you then.
All right, so yeah, I like this game. This was a game when they played in the first time. Houston was way under on their numbers. I mean, whenever I look at a game, I actually use this theory for totals, like second half totals. Mm-hmm. If I see a team that is shooting way, way below, especially for Houston, Van Vliet and Jalen Green, they were both shooting way below their average. Okay. And as much of an automatic shooter Stephen Curry is, and him and Butler were shooting way above their average. So I think these numbers are going to average out a little bit. And, the odds makers are giving Houston some respect, even though they just lost by 10 points. They're at home. Number one, I don't see them losing 2 home games in a row. Number two, I don't see their best players shooting such a low percentage in this game. So because of that, I'm playing Houston on the money line. I'm not going to risk it with 2.5, 3 points. I'm going to play a minus 150 on the money line, locking it in.
I'm showing 165.
Well, it's moving then.
Yeah.
Because I do this stuff in the morning, so by the time I get here,
3.5.
By the time I get here, the lines move. But yeah, I'm going with Houston on the money line in this one.
Okay. Yeah, somebody told me to look for Fred Van Bleek to come back and have a good game. He shot like 2 for 13 from 3 at 13 attempts. They said the over 2.5, maybe on the 3-pointers might be a play for him. It's minus 140.
Him and Jalen Green combined were 2 for 17 from 3 and 7 for 34 from the floor. That's not going to happen 2 nights.
I would just sprinkle a little money on that, guys. I wouldn't get serious about it, but you might want to see over on the total 3-pointers for Fred. What is it? Fred Van Vliet.
Yep. You and names don't mix, Scotty.
Sometimes, man. My age. I'm lucky I'm making it to the set here.
How about that name right there? Can you say that one?
No, Bob. I see Bob. That's all I saw. Everything was blocked out on the back here. Yeah, no, Bob showed up last night. I don't know if Bob showed up, but I think the offense showed up.
I think the offense showed up.
I think Bob was okay. I mean, they
didn't get many shots on him. They didn't really put him to the test. He'll get tested eventually.
All right, hold on. We're going to do a drum roll because this guy TK doesn't like to give out many picks, but he said this is the one.
That drum roll.
This is the one he felt was the right play to give out or mention. Golden State, Houston.
I'm not a problem.
Hold on, let me finish. You like to jump on me. Golden State and Houston tonight. What are you thinking?
I get the drum roll, but but you got to look at this. I don't bet props like you guys.
Ben, keep up, Ben.
I don't know where you guys can
us.
bet these props are good money anyways. I go into Hard Rock app, I get cut down to $50-$100 on some of this. I bet
you're a known winner, that's why.
Well, I bet Alonzo did a home run the other day. They only let me put $50 on. I bet him 2 days in a row. He had a bad game, and he come out and hit a home run.
What was it, though? Was it big?
Oh, what the hell is that? There we go.
What was that?
Wrong sound effect, Ben.
7-1.
Wrong sound effect.
It was plus 350.
All right.
700.
Yeah.
But I'm going to the basketball here tonight, and I'm going to give you this. And this is something I'm putting out on my private service tonight.
You guys
I'm going to put it out. I'm going to give a 4-star unit release tonight. Golden State. I'm taking the 3.5 points. I'll buy it up to 4. Houston are horrible at home. They're just 2-6 their last 8 against the spread at home.
Horrible at home.
They're horrible at home versus spread. 2-6. You got to check this out. Golden State 6-1 their last 7 meetings against Houston. They cover again here tonight. I'll take the 3.5, 4 points. I'll buy it up to 4. I wish you the best on the money line.
We can both win.
We can both win on that.
I'm going to say something like I said.
There you go. See, I'm already cashing in on that one.
Oh, boy, we got a lot of stuff going on here. I'm going to say the same thing I said basically on the Lakers-Minnesota series. If Houston doesn't get this job done tonight, going down 0-2, they have no chance. None. So they're going to put their best effort into this one big time. And that's why the line is probably 3.5 when the other game was 1.5. And it was flipping around, right, Teddy?
Well, this game opened
at 1.5. It was going from
1.5.
1.5 minus Golden State to 1.5.
Yeah.
Actually, Golden State was
2-point favorite one time.
Yeah, they were mainly the favorite. I think Houston wins. I like that play, money line in it. I mean, it is a big, number 160. But I think Houston wins the game. I think they're going to win this game.
Hey, I just thought of something. Maybe, I haven't done this, but I just thought of a good bet. I might money line Houston and the Avalanche.
There you go.
Parlay.
I thought you don't do parlays.
I do money line parlays.
You just want to give me your money now? I'll take the vet.
I do money line parlays. You know, if I got two games that are,
you don't like it?
I like Golden State.
If I got two games that are 170, 180, 190, 200, I'll put them together, two of them together in a parlay.
I think it's going to be a tough task for Golden State to win tonight in that building.
Well, I know two guys I'm not watching this game with tonight. That's you two.
There you go. I can't watch it with that shirt anyways. It blows me out. Yeah, no, I think Teddy is on the right side of that game tonight. I think Houston shows up.
You're agreeing with Teddy for once?
Yeah, no, on that game. Yeah,
we got a 2-1 here.
Jesus, I'm getting doubled up on over here.
I don't see a team like Houston, to be honest with you, going down 0-2. They had too good of a year. They were very consistent. They're tough in their building. Yeah, they didn't show up the first game. Lakers didn't show up the first game. Look what they did. They turned it around in game 2. I think the same thing's going to happen in a game like this. And if I can money line it, lay 160, so be it. I'm not saying to go out and bet 16,000 or win 10,000. But if you guys want to go out and play a little bit on it, if your normal size play is $100, I'd probably put like $80 to win 50 on that game.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
Half of a regular size play. And if you guys don't understand about the money management, feel free to send us comments, and we'll be glad to explain how we do things. T and I always explain it all the time on the different things we do out there on the venues. But money management is crucial. Every one of these guys could probably talk till they're blue in the face about money management. But that really is the success of coming out on top. If you're a loose cannon with your bets, it doesn't matter your win percentage, because you could win 65, 70%, and you're betting a lot more on the losers than you are on the winners, and you're not making any money. Right, Teddy?
Yeah, I see it all the time. The biggest issue, like I said, people are better off with the picks they're already making, but better strategy and better money management. Everyone's worried about finding winners, but you need to worry about strategy and management before you worry about winners. It actually brings me to my next question. I want your guys' opinion on this. What do you think, and obviously you guys are probably like me, you guys probably tailor different packages to different people, right? Mm-hmm. If someone's a little bit of a smaller bettor, maybe you cut them a break or help them out with some pricing. But what do you think is like the minimum? Because I see so many people signing up for picks.
I know where you're going.
Yeah, they bet like $1 or $2. It's like, brother, you
to get in on a private package.
Yeah, so even a subscription package, like
right.
Even if it's a $75 a week package, if you're betting $5 a game, it's going to be hard making a profit paying $75 a week. So what do you guys think, like, the minimum amount someone should be betting is
to deal direct with us?
No, just to
subscribe
or to deal direct. I know to deal direct, it's $100 a game for me.
Exactly.
But to maybe, like, even for a subscription package, if you're betting $5 a game, it's probably not worth it.
I'd say $100 be the minimum on the VIP.
Right.
I think me and Scott discussed.
Yeah, we talked
about with Jim the other day.
Jim Feist.
To deal with this direct, I think they should be betting at least $300 to $500 per game.
Right.
Minimum. I mean, a $300 player can bet $500.
It makes sense. What do they need to pay us for if they're going to play, their normal size plays on, that they're doing on their own stuff?
Right.
I mean, there's no reason to pay us if you're going to bet as much or more on your own games as you're paying for our service. If you're going to pay us for a service, let us have the opportunity to work for you and put you in front of stuff that we feel makes sense to help you grow that bankroll.
Yeah. I personally think it's $100 for a private player and $25. But remember, with my company, I have like a couple guys that handle the private players for me.
I'm going to ask you a part 2 of that question.
Okay.
A $100 player should have what kind of bankroll to work with guys like yourself? What do you think?
Oh, $1,000 minimum.
Minimum.
$1,000.
I would say a couple of
grand.
thousand.
Yeah, a couple
$1,000 minimum.
20 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got because if you're betting 10% of your bankroll, again, if you're giving out one game, we're talking about that's fine. If you're giving out 3 or 4 games a day at $100, you're using 40% of your bankroll.
Yeah.
Just in one day.
Right.
So I think if you're a $100 player and you can follow like T does it kind of differently, I do it differently, Teddy does it differently.
Yeah, we all do it differently, guys.
I put out one game a day for my VIP guys.
Same here.
And if a guy has $1,000 bankroll, I'll tell him to go 1,000. I'm okay with that. I won't
tell him to go 1,000.
I mean
100.
Excuse me.
Got to be careful there. We're not going all in here, guys. No, but that's the problem. So many guys. They have $1,000 bankroll and they want to bet
wanna bet all.
Got
$1,000.
him jacked up over here.
They want to bet their entire bankroll. That's just stay away from that.
I've been watching
guys.
this guy on Instagram too. I don't know if you've seen him. They do ladder bets. What the hell is a ladder bet?
Yeah.
What the hell is a ladder bet?
Well,
My boy the Juru does the ladder stuff.
I haven't seen him do it.
The ladder it's just a challenge where you start and you basically have to win like 10 games in a row.
Yeah, keep
so
moving
like
it.
you bet 5.
It's like going up steps.
And then you take all your winnings, bet it. Take all
going,
your winnings,
and
bet
cash
it.
out.
Take all your winnings, bet it. And it's basically a challenge to
Like what
see
you do
if
on the
you
dice table.
Yeah, same as a craps
yeah,
table. Okay.
exactly.
Sometimes you got to pull it down, take some profits, and leave the rest up. But you don't want to leave it all up. You don't want to play Russian roulette. Like if you're playing, whether it's sports or it's table games, blackjack, dice, roulette, whatever. You got to pull some of those profits off. That's the only way you're going to make money. You can't leave it all out there because one thing goes wrong, you lose the whole ship fall. Just sinks right in front of your eyes.
I have a couple
I
customers
don't want
like that
that.
last week. Hit all these games in a row, and they bet it all in the last one, and they're down for the week. I just don't understand.
I say we jump to America's pastime.
Oh,
Are we done? Are we done with the NBA?
Yeah, it looks like looks like the game of the night in the NBA is this Warriors-Houston game where me and Scotty have Houston, TK has the Warriors.
Well, I'm going with the money line. Like
technically, we could both win because if the Warriors lose by 1, 2, 3, we all win.
A good teaser
Yeah,
tonight. All the favorites.
I think this game's going to be about an 8 to 12 point win.
Wow.
Yeah, I see.
Wow.
I see them coming out hot tonight.
Wow.
And they got the type of team that they can come out. If they come out hot, they're going to cause Golden State to have some issues trying to keep up with them. But we'll see. Steph Curry's the man.
And they got Jimmy Butler now.
Jimmy Butler,
it's
man, he's
very
playing good
interesting.
ball. When he was with the Heat, I wasn't a fan of him, but I'm
You're
starting to like the
applauding
guy.
Jimmy Butler?
Playoff Jimmy, baby.
Oh, wow.
Playoff Jimmy. I'm a Jimmy
buckets.
Butler fan.
All right, we got a huge board of baseball. A lot of games went off. I'm looking at it as we speak right now. You got about 6 games already jumped off of 5. We got some games tonight. Anything you have any interest in baseball for the audience out there?
I got a game going tonight in baseball.
All right.
Let's go. The latest line right now, it's a minus 135 right now. I'm going to take Baltimore Orioles. They got their big Japanese ace on the mound. I pronounce his name Saguno or whatever. I say in Spanish, maybe it's Sagano. But I'm going to jump on Baltimore. Baltimore had a rough night last night. They got shut out 7-0. Washington Bats let it off with a 2-run home in their first. I'm looking for Baltimore to rebound. Baltimore, they're 12-4 their last 16 meetings against Washington. They gave up that one last night. And their starting pitcher on the mound. The team is a perfect 3-0 this year when he makes the start. He's going to be 4-0 after tonight. I'm going to jump on the Baltimore Orioles on the road. I don't like playing favorites on the road, but I'm playing one there tonight.
That game, Teddy?
I agree with you there.
Really? I don't like the way they're playing on the road, Baltimore.
They got a great pitcher going on the mound today. He come over. He pitched in the Japan League.
I got issues with them on the road. They allow runs, but listen, I'm not using
different pitcher tonight.
Different pitcher.
And we were talking about this the other day. If you like a baseball game, do you play it in the first 5 innings because of the pitchers? If you're betting pitchers, you bet first 5 innings because they're usually out by the first 5 innings.
Here's something I look at. I have a rule. I love first 5 inning bets, but I will only bet a team in the first 5 innings if the money line is higher for the first 5 innings. So let me explain. If the game money line is minus 130 and the first 5 inning money line is minus 125, I will not touch it. But if the game money line is minus 130 and the first 5 inning money line is minus 140, that's a play I'll look at.
Well, this Baltimore game, it's 130 for the first 5 and 135 for the game.
Then I wouldn't touch it. It's a rule I keep. Like I'm very strict with that rule.
I'll have to watch that. I never thought of that.
Keep your eye on that. I actually have a number. I have something very interesting happening in baseball that I've been looking at. Home field advantage in the MLB is at an all-time high this year. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to go the last few years. I know it's still early, but it's late enough in the season to get some data. 2021 home field advantage 53%. 2022 53.5%. 2023 52. 2024 52%. Guess what it is this year?
61.
You must have been looking at my paper.
No, I really wasn't. I just took a shot.
You must have been looking. Now it's 61%.
I don't see your papers.
And I was digging deeper. I was looking at different numbers. If there's a certain,
was I right?
You're absolutely correct.
Wow,
right on target. 61.1%.
Years in the business.
So it's 10% higher. It's interesting to see if it's something that managers are doing.
Yeah, but it's early yet, Teddy. 24 games in.
It is early.
Come back.
What's the stats on the totals over there? Because these games have been, a lot of games have been rolling over the totals, especially the Cubs.
I haven't looked at that.
No,
I actually had that. I had that Dodgers Cubs over last night.
What, a 12-1 final or something?
11 to 10.
I'm still wiping my ass on that.
21 points.
Wow, 21 runs.
21 runs. Yes.
Yeah, I had that game last night. I can't believe it. I put that out as a VIP private game. I had the Dodgers, and they were up 10-7 going into the bottom of the eighth. They allowed 2 runs, 10-9. Okay. Go to the bottom of the ninth, up 10-9. One more. First batter out, second batter out. 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. Cubs guy hits a tying home run with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth, sends it to extras. And I lose the game in extras. Unbelievable.
Unreal.
With the Dodgers of all teams. You know, they say the Dodgers are the best team in baseball, right?
Baseball
based
crazy.
on the numbers.
Look at the Red Sox. They win again yesterday. That was Boston Marathon Day. They every time they play on the Boston Marathon, they win.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy if you watch some of these stats.
8-3.
8-3.
So what do we got tonight, guys?
I'm looking at this Toronto Blue Jays Houston Astros game. You got 2 really good pitchers on the mound. Ryan Gusto for the Astros, and you know, these are 2 offenses that are struggling. Houston's offense
against Francis for
Yep. Houston's offense is 22nd in runs per game. Toronto's offense is behind that. That's just not good. And you have, like you said, Bowden Francis pitching, who is also, since last year, since like the middle of the year last year, he's had a 2.2 ERA and just over 1.6 walks per 9 inning. So I like the under in this game. I actually gave it out on my Instagram also. The under, and I'm leaning Houston. For those of you guys who love your same-game parlays and get those boosts on Hard Rock, Hard Rock loves it when you bet same-game parlays.
Any book likes parlays.
Especially same-game. But
what's your pick again?
I like Houston in the under in this game, but more so the under. So my strong play is the under. And then I also like the Royals minus 1.5 against the Rockies. The Rockies are scoring on the road. Talk about road teams. 1.9 runs per game on the road with a 188 batting average, and the pitcher that the Rockies have
1-12 on the road. The Rockies,
and the pitcher that the Rockies have on the mound this year, 8.27 ERA.
Yeah, talk about it.
And Lorenzen's pitching for the Royals. I love the Royals.
There's a stat
in this
on your
position.
Toronto Houston game. They got 20-5, 20 unders, 5 overs in their last 25 road games. So
the Astros. There you go. Even more support.
Talk about a team that can't find ways to win, huh? Colorado over the last several years. Wow.
Yeah, Colorado and Chicago.
I like San Francisco tonight against Milwaukee. I like Webb over Peralta. I think that's a strong play. I like San Francisco. I've made money with them first 3-4 weeks of the season.
Me too.
Picking my spots. I think they'll get the job done. Milwaukee chewed them out last night. I think San Fran bounces back. As good as Peralta's been pitching, I like this guy Webb. He's an ace. I think in his ballpark, he's going to bring it tonight. In a matchup like this, I see San Francisco in a nice bounce back, coming back. They're laying 140, 142 on the money line I'm showing, but I think they get the job done. They haven't had many home games. They've played most of their games on the road. If you look at their schedule, 8 home games out of 24. So they.
I like that. I like that play. Now.
Webb's 4-1 his last 5 starts. He has 4-0 his last 4.
I love Logan Webb, but this is what I was talking about, TK. The Giants are I'm looking at Bovada right now just because I have it up. They're minus 140 for the game, and you got Webb on the mound, first 5 innings, minus 150. That's a spot where I would take the first 5 innings.
What would you take? The
Giants first 5 innings, yeah.
Giants first
with Webb.
What's the price on that?
Circa's got a 140 first half.
Yeah. That's the only place you look at Circa?
It's a sharp sports book.
Because most people can't bet with just Circa.
Well, yeah, it's a good indicator.
I understand that, but most of the players we deal with,
I use 3 sports books, and I'm sure Teddy does the same.
DraftKings, FanDuel,
Nah, those are garbage. But I use sports.
He's right.
They're garbage. They pull the lines from other people.
Right, but most of our audience
Pinnacle
plays with
Pinnacle. They make their own odds. Circa, they set their own odds. It's Sports 411, which is bookmaker.
Right.
Bet Chris.
But how many people can bet with Circa? That's my point.
Well, a lot of people in the country.
The number where Circa offers.
But even if you can't bet with Circa, you want to know what's going on there.
Right. I get it. I get it. You want to use their numbers to used as an indication.
Right. But, yeah, that's a spot where I see that the money line is higher for the first 5 innings. That's where I'd like to take it with a good pitcher on the mound like Logan Webb. We all agree. It's fun. I mean, I don't know if you guys agree with me on my plays, but I agree with both of you guys on your MLB plays today.
If you look at, we're talking about sports betting and sports books. If you're betting legally, what do you think the best book out there is for legal betting? It ain't the Hard Rock, I can tell you that.
I
They're
would
garbage, too.
probably say
they're all
either.
whatever.
I would say either.
Circus, one of the top ones.
Legal,
They'll take
like,
the most action.
when you say-
ESPN, every guys I talked to, they said ESPN is
Circa,
garbage, too.
you can't. Most people are not using Circa
Well,
because
it's legal in 7 states.
Yeah, 7.
Is it really? I didn't know that.
Well, they have like isn't
Colorado.
is Seattle with Circa or no?
I'm not sure about that.
Where does
Chicago,
Troy
Illinois.
play? Where does he play
I
at?
forgot that place he told us.
Yeah,
but
I forgot the book.
Illinois got Circa, Colorado, Las Vegas, a couple other states.
I would say.
Listen, you got to guys. It's real
I would
simple.
say maybe Caesars is the best legal.
Caesars, William Hill, same.
Yeah, I would say probably Caesars. My problem with BetMGM is they don't let you really do a lot of alternate lines or buying points and stuff like that.
Yeah, that sucks. Because we like that.
Oh, we love it. We love moving those.
I got Teddy doing it, man. I can't. It took me 2 years, but I got him doing it.
No, you got me doing it.
You were
right
in a
away.
big component of buying, and it rubbed off a little bit, right?
Scotty, listen, you must not have watched my YouTube back in 2020, 2021, 22.
You were big with the buying of the points?
I used to have a
But you
catch.
didn't do it all the time.
Not
though.
all the time, but I used to have a phrase like a catch line: "Buy the hook, buy the hook, buy the hook."
Yeah.
That was what I would say after all my videos because I would always buy the hook.
Yeah,
But
no, I love it.
I think
You got to buy the hook, man, especially in basketball.
Yeah.
NFL, it's the best thing to do. Like, a push is better than a loss.
Anything else in baseball, guys? Or we're wrapping it up there?
I'm good in baseball.
I think these guys. I think this audience just got 5 MLB picks tonight.
Okay. They got 5? Or
5.
you got Houston and you gave out
I
the
have
total?
Houston the under and KC minus 1.5.
Right.
I gave out
I'm
3.
giving
I gave
San
out
Fran.
Baltimore.
TK gave out Baltimore.
San
You gave
Fran.
out
And
San
the
Fran.
audience did get one basketball winner here tonight, Golden State plus the 4.
I think you're definitely wrong on that one.
Oh, I'm excited about this one.
I think Teddy and I are going to be sitting good on that one.
We'll see. I'll text you
Guys,
about 11:30.
I want to come. I want to hop on. By the way, tomorrow, 5:30.
Yeah, shoot
Invite me. I know Scotty doesn't like to invite me
It's
on.
easy when we see you jump
I
in. we
can't
can
go
hit
with
the
you
button.
guys. You guys tag up on me.
He's afraid. We're tagging up on TK
I know,
today.
Scott never aims my direction, and now he's
He's
over
facing
this
you
way.
completely right now.
I'm scared of you. You started pounding me in the back there. You reminded me like that guy, the fighter that was hitting Bruce Buff for a while. He was announcing him. He was pushing him left. I figured Teddy's going to start pushing me in the back.
I kept him up late last night. He was getting some late night texts last night,
Oh,
so we
yeah.
kept him up late
Yeah.
last night.
Oh, this
I was
guy-
in bed early, but
This guy loves to blow me up with games. Guys, if you ever had a friend that likes to send you late night messages when they win, that's my man, TK. He loves to blow my phone up. I'm home chilling, just trying to relax. All of a sudden, I get that amazing.
So if you don't hear from him, you know he didn't have a good night.
so he's usually hearing.
but
from
I
me
hear a
every
lot
night.
from him. So I mean, I hear.
I'm waiting for Ben to come down to have a drink too. He should have been there for a Panther game. You got to come down. We got the DJ brewing last night.
Hey, I
It was
got to
a good
ask you
time.
guys.
That'd be a good
Speaking of the Panthers, anybody going to any of these games coming up? Games 3 and 4 down here. I'm
Probably
going to try.
go to game
I'm going to
4
go.
if you guys go.
I'm
I'd
thinking
jump with
about
you.
it. I'm thinking about it. I'm considering it.
You don't like the support though. You're rooting on that total to go over.
I'll still wear my my jersey.
He's
out
got
there.
a jersey with his name on it and everything, and he said you don't like the team. I don't get it. What's up with that one?
I'm an over fan.
I was actually going to buy a jersey
You
for
should have
this
it
show.
on the back. Over.
Yeah.
Over 5.5 goals should be the name on your
I'll have to
shirt.
change. I'll order one up.
Yeah. Where's the bobblehead? He showed me a bobblehead, by the way. Looked great.
Yeah, I gotta get it ordered.
When is it coming, man?
It takes 2 to 3
my,
weeks.
My man is missing you.
So on DH Gate, you can order. it's like the replica stuff. You can order a jersey and you can change the name to over, and then you can change the number to 5 or 60. I think that would be a good shirt for TK.
Over 5.5, man.
Over
yeah,
5.5.
I think that'd be a good shirt.
You could pay for the shirt right then on that night.
Yeah, well,
Just
pay for
buy
it
the
last
shirt
night.
and bet it at
If
the
the
same
Hard Rock
time.
would have taken more money on the game last night and a half, I would have had a good night. But,
So I got to
limited.
ask you guys, because I know you're going to bring it up, so I might as well be the one that asks it, because you guys are going to say, wow, he's really asking me. What's up with golf or NASCAR?
There we
Ah,
go.
yeah, the week I don't do it, I'm going to pull it on now.
boy.
I mean,
Here we
I
go.
actually, when I did my
Here we
the
go.
golf, I'm going to pull my
Guys,
NASCAR.
if you like, just
I got
so
it on
I'd
the
like to
drive.
get some comments from the audience if they're out there. If you guys are into NASCAR selections or
I'm on fire.
golf, let us know, because these guys are into it. I'm not really
I love
an
my
authority
NASCAR
on that
Sundays.
stuff, but we like to know what's on your mind.
So
or
I'll
anything
jump-
we can do.
I got a couple comments for you guys. I got
Oh, there you go.
Lazaro Manuel Yanes.
Wow.
I know Lazaro. Yeah.
Sup, guys? That's
What's
right.
up, Lazaro? We see him every day.
Totals are also wilding. I can't risk taking Blue Jays.
Can't risk taking against Houston tonight. Hey, listen, whatever you feel, it's your money at the end of the day. We can only tell you what we feel.
He said he can't risk taking Blue Jays?
I can't risk taking Blue Jays.
No one's telling him to take Blue Jays. We're on the under. I'm on the under in the Astros in that game, so I'm not recommending
from that one.
I'm not recommending the Blue Jays in that game, Lazaro. So yeah, stick with if you want a good bet for that game, I think the under is the best bet. What's the other comment, Ben?
That was all.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And then real quick, I'll go over golf. You got a different type of golf this weekend. You got a team event. It's the only team event in the PGA. Right. So it's not something I'm really into. I still might be making a bet on it, but Rory McIlroy and Shane Lowry won this event last year, and they are teamed up again. So keep your eye on them. Real quick.
Rory got to be on a major high right now, right?
Major high. I would also say keep your eye on Akshay Bhatia and Sahith Thagala and Aaron Rai. I like that matchup right there, too, or that team.
Okay, there he is, ladies and gentlemen, our NASCAR
delivery
man.
You know I've given you guys winners 4 of the last 5 in NASCAR.
That's why I'm coming to you, man.
I got 3 drivers.
This is Talladega this weekend, right? This is a big one.
I'm coming to you. Let's go.
I'm going to have to go with Ryan Blaney. That's going to be probably my first choice here. And then I'm going to
Is this coming from your group? Because I thought you had a group.
I got a group. I got to pull them up on the screen. We got them up here.
Okay.
So they
already put their...
They got everything, all the stats, so you can see everything up here, everything. Ryan Blaney, Kyle Larson, and William Byron.
What kind of odds do you get on these?
I got to look right now.
Is it enough where you could bet all 3, and as long as one wins, you're making money?
You're definitely making money on it. So Ryan Blaney probably be my best bet for the weekend.
The thing with NASCAR, remember, if it's 7-1 or 6-1 or 8-1, that's like the favorite. Favorite driver.
That's kind of how golf is.
Because there's 40 some odd cars, and you know how it goes.
That's how golf is.
But if you could catch they catch once in a while, like a 12, 15 to 1 shot. That's nice money.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of live betting in my golf bets too, so I'll wait until Saturday.
With golf, right? Yeah, same with golf.
I'll wait until
Ryan
Saturday.
Blaney right now at the Hard Rock's
like
10-1.
Rory was the favorite to win the Masters at like 6-1.
Right.
7-1.
You think it's 6-1. That's high. Not really.
It's not.
That's like even money at a horse.
That's
for a horse.
cheap for golf.
Right.
You got some good prices on here. You got William Byron. He's 15-1. Ryan Blaney 10-1.
All right, give the 3.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Ryan Blaney at 10-1.
Kyle.
William Byron, I'm looking right now. He's
William
15-1.
And Kyle
Larson, he's 15-1.
Yep.
2 15-1 shots and a 10-1 shot. Giving them to you now.
So you could really bet like 5 of those suckers and still profit if you hit
100 on each, you make money.
And that group you deal with only does NASCAR.
That's all he does is NASCAR.
Nothing else, right?
Can't name his name. He'd kill me.
That's
but
all right. How long you been with those guys?
Oh, got at least 15, 20 years I've known these guys. Great NASCAR group.
Yeah, guys, we work with other groups, other people. It's not like all this stuff is from our brains.
You want to hear how I found this guy? He bought picks from me. This is years and years ago. And he started talking to me about NASCAR. He goes, hey, I got NASCAR plays. If you wanted to follow them.
You got the people. We got the NASCAR picks.
And he started winning and winning and winning. It was crazy. I said, damn, I never seen that. So I got into the NASCAR betting.
Nice.
He's sharp, man. His whole database. I got access to the database, everything. It's amazing.
All right. Hey, listen, whatever it takes. There's experts in all fields, right? I mean, we don't say we're the answer to everything, but we have good people around us to make us the answer to a lot of things.
That's what it's all about. We're not one-man bands or one-man shows. We have, you got to have the sources. Just like we bounce things off each other, you have to have people that can give you that good information.
And you got to relay with them, and they got to relay with you at the end of the day. And we all have the same goal at the end of the day. We want to be consistent. We know we're not going to win them all. No, there's not a man out there that ever has and never will. But at the end of the day, you want to hit a decent percentage, and you really want to win for your clients. As much as people think, we just take the money for service and we don't want to win, that's the dumbest thing anyone could ever say to someone like me. I'm going down like the Titanic. I'm trying to win all the time. Doesn't mean I'm going to win all the time, but I'm trying to win just like these guys are for our players. And listen, we want to keep our players as satisfied as possible and keep them for years and years. I mean, I've been doing this since 1988. You've been doing it probably since the early 90s.
89, 90.
Right, and you've been doing it for the last 20, so.
Well, we got to talk about something else, too, because I know you love it. The WWE champion.
Oh, boy.
John Cena. I finally got to watch it.
That match sucked, man.
I got to watch it.
I thought it was so
that's
terrible.
That's all rigged anyways, right?
It's not a question of rigged, but they made it so terrible for him to become the all-time winning title holder, 17 championships, and they let it win like that, where they brought Travis Scott out, out of the vac with a belt, and it was a 2-on-1 episode on this Cody Rhodes, who was the champ at the time, if you guys know.
Is that Dustin Rhodes' grandson?
No, that's his son. That was his son.
Okay.
Dusty Rhodes was one of the best all time.
Yeah, I love Dusty Rhodes.
But the way they did it, it was so cheesy, man. To switch a title like that and give Cena the championship, it was, I was kind of disgusted that I even watched it, to be honest. The night before was a lot better. When they had Paul Heyman, he gave low blows to. It was crazy how that one ended. But yeah, the WWE, let me tell you, is 124,000 people, guys, in 2 days in Vegas at that stadium. It was rocking. So.
Oh wait, it's Dusty Rhodes' grandson.
No.
Dustin Rhodes' son.
No.
Yeah, there's 3 guys. There's Dusty Rhodes.
No.
I got it right here, Scotty.
It's his son.
It's
Cody Rhodes.
Dustin Rhodes' son.
Dustin Rhodes is the brother of Cody Rhodes. They're both brothers.
So
there's no grandson.
Wow.
There's
okay.
no grandson. Teddy, don't challenge me on WWE.
Not WWE or UFC.
I got a son that
and then of course, which one became Gold
challenge
Dust?
me on that one.
Which one became Gold Dust?
Gold Dust is Dustin Rhodes.
Okay.
He had different names.
So
Cody Rhodes
this
had
is the
different
dad.
names. I can't see it.
Dusty, that's the dad.
That's the father.
Ah, okay. I thought he was the grandfather.
No.
I stand corrected.
He passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was an unbelievable wrestler in his heyday. He was back in the day where, back with Bruno Sammartino and all the. Actually, it was probably a little after him. Back in the. He was probably popular in the late 70s, 80s, maybe even early 90s.
Yeah, he retired in.
What year did he retire?
He was in WCW and Extreme ECW from 91 to 2001.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you guys an opportunity, too, man. I got 2 trips coming up if you guys want to head out.
Oh,
got Vegas, May 7th through the 10th. Be staying at Caesar's Palace. Anybody out there, stop by. I'll be in the sports book at 2:30 every day at the Circa. I'm going to stop by the Circa. I'll do the live stream. I'm going to do it right from the Circa. And then July 23rd to 27th, man. Bring your suntan load. Yeah, July 23rd to 27th, man. Nassau, Bahamas.
What's there?
We're going live right from the sports book at Atlantis.
I'm actually taking a cruise to the Bahamas on July 10th.
So head back on over to 23rd. Bring the wife, 23rd to 27th.
Twice in 1 month. That's heavy.
When does the All-Star break this year? Any
July.
It's usually in
14th,
July. Yeah,
15th,
and where's 16th, it at this year?
17th and 18th. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I'd like to go.
I
haven't even looked that
I already
far.
got my Keys trip planned for the All-Star break.
I'll be down there too. I'm actually heading down June 13th through the 16th. I'm staying at La Concha for Billy's birthday. So hopefully I make it to July.
It's always about Billy. Billy and
it's his
George.
birthday badge, man.
Billy and George,
June 13th
it's
to
like
16th.
The Three Musketeers, those guys. You can't miss them. They're always there together. All right, guys, we had a great show, man. We knocked it out. We were here pretty much 1 hour in full and talked about everything. I think there's nothing we didn't talk about today. So got a little WWE and everything.
All-Star games in Atlanta.
All right, guys, we're gonna end this one. Hey, thanks so much for following us live. We know you got so many different options out there, but we try to inform you. We gave out a lot of stuff today. Follow what we do here, guys. That's the best advice I can give you. We're not telling you have to play these games. They're just good suggestions that we come up with. Sprinkle a little money on them, have some fun with it. And you can also check out everything we're doing nowadays on social media. I'm going to throw it to my man, TK. Where can the people find you, T, every day, putting your stuff out there?
Well, the best place to find me is my personal website, tkwins.com. But if you want to follow me personally, get all my stories, all my updates, go to Instagram, look for that blue check mark, TK Wins. I put up a lot of stuff there. They're daily, like I said, free plays and whatnot. So check it out at TK Wins.
What more can I say? The man himself, the man with the plan, Teddy Brooks. Where can the people find you, Teddy? Give me all that good info.
Right there on the screen at _profits_pick. Look for that blue check mark. If you don't see the blue check mark, it's not us. You can also go to our website, thesportsprofits.com, and let's go Panthers, baby.
Woo! Let's go Panthers. You think they're winning game 2?
I think they're winning it all.
It's going over.
I didn't say all. Are they winning game 2?
I don't know. Game 2 is a tough one. It's tough to win 2 on the road like that, but yeah, I do. I think that they I think they
minus 130 at home.
Are they?
Yep, 5.5. We got to get that shirt, 5.5.
All right, guys. Hey, listen, go Panthers. I'm with you. I'm going to be at game either 3 or 4 next week. So anybody sees me, say hello. You know, the funny thing is they know us. We don't know them at the end of the day. And you've seen that many times, and I have too. Where people come up, hey, great job. You're doing a good job. We appreciate it, man. Listen, we're trying our best. No one's here trying to do the wrong thing. We're trying to do the right thing. And, guys, check out. I just launched my brand new broadcast channel on Instagram. All you have to do if you want to be a member, it's extra games I'm putting up absolutely free. We just started it yesterday. We had a free play in there last night.
Oh, I joined.
And added
How do you do it? You got to show me when we're done.
And had a play last night on Texas, and they got the job done. Got another one up there tonight. So if you want to check it out, it's my broadcast channel only on Instagram, on my official with the blue check mark. Just click the join button and get in, and you can follow me on Instagram each and every day. We're putting up a lot of content. We're going live every single day, live on Instagram. And my channel is SM Sports Picks, Picks. Again, that's SM Sports Picks. I'm live with my boy right here, TK. We knock it out every day. We love doing it, and we'll be up today actually live at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, guys, have a great day. This is the one and only Get the Edge Sports Podcast. Again, I'm Scott Matthews. Love hosting it with these guys. We're going to be back here next Wednesday with some more exciting things going on between baseball, the NBA playoffs, the NHL, you name it, and whatever crazy other things we come up with. Have a great day. We'll see you Wednesday.
Go Lightning.
Boom.
Go Lightning.
Panthers. Go Panthers.
You had the game. I